Despite Graduation generally being considered Kanye's best album, or at least his most commercially successful one, some people absolutely hate it for some reason. Do you know what else people hate? Lil Pump. Ironically, they had a song together, a classic of the genre for sure. Everybody loves that one too. So I'm gonna give you a review I found on Rate Your Music, and you're gonna have to guess if it was written for Graduation or Lil Pump 2, everyone's favorite rap album. It surprised me I liked Blank the artist for 2 albums, and I knew it was going to be downhill, but damn, artist hasn't sounded so boring across the first 2 LPs anywhere near as he does on every song on this album. The pop beats leaning into what was in at the time aren't at all memorable. There's no passion here. It's artist moving into a worse overall sound, and it destroys any possible good bars that he might have. It's the dullest of dull albums. 1.5 out of 5 stars. Is that review Graduation or Lil Pump 2? If I couldn't tell from Pop, which is kind of a dead giveaway in this sense, yeah, it's for Graduation. A few things first. One, this was written in late 2022, way after it came out, and the person who wrote this has a no pressure profile picture. As someone who has that album as generally one of my favorite albums ever, to be honest, you aren't doing Logic fans any justice here with that one, especially saying Graduation has no memorable songs. Even if you don't like it, you definitely remember Stronger and I Wonder and Everything I Am are all over TikTok. So at this point, you can't really escape it. As far as passion goes, like I said, Everything I Am, Big Brother, passionate songs, not that kind, not don't do that. Anyway, next review. The only redeeming quality of this album is the bizarre variety and inspiration from various genres. Okay, kind of could be either one so far. I struggle to put into words how terrible this is. I've listened to it front to back a few times to give it a chance. The only thing I remember is the clever Blank sample, 0.5 out of 5 stars. This one's a little bit more difficult because there's no dead giveaways, and both albums go into different genres. One definitely much better than the other ones. And the answer is Lil Pump 2. The title of this is just called Disappointing, which I don't know who was disappointed by this, to be honest. I bet most people didn't even know it came out, and I don't know who was looking forward to it. So to be disappointed is a very low bar, to be honest. Next review, we have I'm at a loss for words. It's lost, but whatever. The only tracks that I enjoyed were Song and Other Song. These 2 tracks at least had some personality and were pretty catchy. Everything else was genuinely unlistenable with horrible lyrics, performances, and production. I can't even describe how painful listening to this album was. This is truly an abomination. Another 0.5 out of 5 stars. Which album is it? It was Lil Pump 2 again. The lyrics being horrible is the most accurate thing going on here. As someone who's getting into a little bit of metal, we got Deftones, kind of generic maybe best album, arguable. And then this band called Ocean Grove, and then I don't know where I moved, Thornhill, kind of. Anyway, yeah, listening to heavy metal, pump rock or whatever is truly horrifying. It's actually pretty just listen to it if you haven't. This is not representative of the genre as a whole. I know there's a bunch of subgenres, but this doesn't fit any of them. It doesn't sound good to any of them. It's like bad new metal, which is not the best subgenre anyway. But next review, we love horrible reviews. Actually, they're not bad. It depends on which album it is. But his dullest, laziest, corniest record, 2 out of 3 catchy tunes plus the excellent Blank, but the rest is cheese and lazy sampling and cheap lines. Is it Lil Pump or Kanye? Lil Pump or Kanye? Yeah, it was Graduation again. So Kanye. It was good to see someone who likes Barry Bonds at least, because I think that song is overhated to the nth degree. But when it's coming from someone with a take like this overall, it's just hard to take it seriously. So these next reviews are going to be for Graduation, but I just think they're kind of insane and I just want to read them out. Kanye's overblown ego finally gets the best of him. He likes Louis Vuitton and scatters random cultural references throughout his records. Yawn. 2 out of 5 stars. I don't know. Yeah, he likes Louis Vuitton, and sure, he does throw out cultural references, but a lot of people do that. I don't know. You're allowed to dislike it. It's fine. I just wanted to shout out Laser X54. And this came out right after the album came out too, so it's on time at least. Next one we got from Raccoon Reviews, which is last year. Kanye's first of many ambitious switch-ups, jumping into a super glitzy, sample-heavy ego trip style that comes across very clearly across the entire album. There's a ton of repetitive sampling on most of the songs, which tries to do the whole Daft Punk homework house style, as well as literally sampling Daft Punk on Stronger. It's a good sample. It's a good band. group. They're not a band. They're a group. Pretty good. It's an interesting idea, but the sampling doesn't tend to actually be used in a way that makes the song sound good. To each their own. I disagree. It's more of an experiment than something that actually serves the music. Some of them are outright annoying, and even most of the rest don't really sound good. No. Adding to this is a much weaker flow than what he brought on Graduation. It doesn't feel like he's trying here. This is Graduation. I think he probably meant College Dropout or Late Reg. It doesn't feel like he's trying here, which takes away from any room for the delivery to give some kind of appeal. There's a lot of weak features too, which doesn't make up for that. They're not weak. People just don't like Drunken Hot Girls. It's not that bad though. The features not bad. Most stuff is cool. Lil Wayne is cool on Barry Bonds. The features are fine. That's not the problem here. The songs themselves are a big problem here though. I figure if you don't like an album, the problem with the album is probably the songs or an element with the song. Most people aren't like, oh my god, great album, but the album covers suck. 5 out of 20. I don't know, 20%. What? I can honestly say that I think there's only one truly good song on this entire thing. The first 3 songs are decent, but not that good. Good Morning, okay. And then the album just falls off a cliff and stays there all the way until Flashing Lights. Good song. Not the only good one though, but you know, I don't have a critique for this. I just disagree with it because I like the songs. But yeah, after that, the remainder are barely better than those before, but still not great. Now, the funny thing is that I think Flashing Lights is a total masterpiece of a track. Easily one of Kanye's best ever. Sure, yeah. The combination of the glitzy style and the giant clapping percussion and the fantastic hook really showcases just how great the style of this album could have been used had the songwriting been any good over the rest of it. The songwriting isn't like, it's not the greatest ever, but it does its job for the most part, you know, especially songs like Big Brother, Everything I Am, those have good writing. Anyways, I'm sad to say that other than that song, this one really is no good. Like I said, all you can expect other than that are songs that their best are decent, but not worth pulling up on their own. And the majority of songs are even worse than even that. It has a ton of style, but sadly, the songs just don't sound good. 4 out of 10. No, take your review somewhere else. Actually, you can keep it here. It gives me stuff to talk about. Anyway, yeah, those are some reviews. Lil Pump 2 is not very good. It's pretty bad. And Graduation's good, I think. Listen to Lil Pump Metal song. Listen to Lil Pump Metal song. It's funny. That's it. I don't know. Go home. Go.